Well, speaking of good quarterbacks, how would you like to be this guy? Jarrett Stidham,
Did him.
replacing Tom Brady. Let me tell you what I pulled up on Mr. Stidham. He signed a 4-year, $3.15 million contract. He got a bonus of $634,000. Recently got a vote of confidence from Devin McCourty, who said that they've seen him have to go up against that number one defense constantly in practice. So that gave him a lot of confidence that Stidham could handle it. He was a fourth rounder, number 133 in the draft. In college, he made first team All SEC in 2017. He was the Music City Bowl MVP in 2018. Ran a 4.840, 6'3", 200 pounds. I think he did not play in 2016, so he really didn't have a stat then. There was something went on, and he stepped back, went to a junior college for a minute, and then came back and played for Auburn. And they said at one point he was kind of in the wrong offense. And one of the years he had a lot of rush yardage. I mean, they were running him like he was an option quarterback at one particular point. Then right after that, he had regular yardage again in terms of rushing versus throwing. And what I'm looking at, for example, let's see here. Oh, here it was 2017. He had 103 attempts. Now, he only had 153 yards for 1.5 yard average with 4 touchdowns. So a lot of rushing attempts there. But 2018, at Auburn, he was 22 for 369. Basically, he's been a 60+% passer. He had 2,700 yards in 2018, 3,100 in 2017. 18 touchdowns in 2017 and 18, 6 interceptions in 17, 5 and 18. A couple nice long ones, a 75 and a 76-yarder. Watched a little bit of tape on him. He looks like he can throw the ball wherever he wants to throw it. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be the interesting thing. Can Belichick basically do another Tom Brady magic act with another guy that nobody really is looking at?
If I had to bet, I would bet that yes, he will somehow figure it out, and this guy will be a viable quarterback. We don't have a lot to look at as far as he's concerned because he's been out of college for a while and he hasn't had an opportunity to get a lot of NFL snaps. But I'm sure that Belichick would have been a player in free agency for a quarterback if he didn't have faith in this guy. So, because they had opportunities. Bridgewater was out there. There was lots of guys they could have gone after. Cam's still out there. We have our reasons for wondering if Cam would fit. But there were guys out there, and he chose to stick with this guy. So I think he's on to something. I'm not saying they're going to, vie for another Super Bowl with this guy, but the Patriots ain't dead. They ain't dead. How they draft is going to tell us a lot, though.
Patriots, first of all, last year they had a very good defense. It's not the number one defense in the league. So that's half, or at least 2/3 of the battle between a good special teams and a good defense. There was questions about the receivers. Yeah, he doesn't have those Brady doesn't have those questions so much this year. So that won't be an issue. Shouldn't be an issue anyway, I would think. But, if Stidham comes in and he's a little more mobile, and we're going to see what the Patriots, what they can do with that, because they still have the same offensive coordinator. He's been in that system for a year.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting to see. I actually kind of think I'm like you. I mean, if Belichick thinks he can go with him, it's hard to argue with that. He's one of the GOATs too.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. If he's got faith in him, I got faith in him. Till I see otherwise.